What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another edition of Dad Does Videos. We are in our laundry room, and right next to me is our Maytag direct drive washing machine. We have been experiencing the E1F9 error code, so we are going to take a look at the back of our machine, see what's going on with the filter, perhaps even the drain pump, to see if we can remedy the situation by ourselves. First thing that you want to do is turn that power off, and then after that, pull your machine out from the wall so you can access the back of the machine. Now, if you're having some challenges pulling the machine out from the wall, a nice little tip that I've picked up along the way is to put dryer sheets underneath the legs, or at least the legs that are accessible to you. It makes the pulling out that much smoother. All right, as you can see, we have our washing machine pulled out from the wall, and that exposes the back of the machine, which is exactly what we need. Now, the next step is to remove 10 screws from the back of your washing machine to allow this metal frame to be removed. Now, you're gonna see screws all around your washing machine on the back, but you don't need to remove those. You just need to remove 5 on the left side and 5 on the right side, the same ones. You do not need to remove the ones that don't hold this metal back in place. So for instance, this one does not need to be removed, but as you can see, this one does, and this one does. So you need to go around and make sure you remove the ones that hold this metal back in place. Also, on the top, you don't need to remove this screw, but you need to slightly loosen it so we'll be able to slide the metal back underneath it to allow it to pop off over the screw. That's why there is this space right here. If you're curious, these are 1/4-inch screws, if that helps you grab the right socket. After you get those 10 screws removed around the sides of your washing machine, there's one more screw you need to remove, and that's right on the bottom part of the panel, right in the middle. So we're gonna take that one out as well. And after you get all of those screws removed, there are 4 additional pieces that we have to remove as well. There are 4 of these plastic pieces around the back of your washing machine, 2 on the top, so you can see the other one over there, and then there are 2 on the bottom. And these are simple to remove as well. Just grab on the opposite side of where the arrow is and pull in that direction and then pull out. So we're gonna do that for all of those pieces. All right, we have all the plastic pieces off the back. We are just going to lift our metal backing and move to the right, and then pull straight off. At the bottom of the back of your washing machine, you'll see this setup. What we need to do next is to loosen this piece right here and completely take it out, which will expose the filter, and we can see if anything is in there jamming up the water and preventing water from draining correctly. Before we do that, however, you want to get some kind of contraption to catch the water that's going to come out of the drain when we loosen that part. All right, now to remove this piece, we're just going to twist counterclockwise. Now, for some of you out there, you might need a wrench because sometimes these are on tight enough that they are hard to remove just by hand. At least to get them started, you might need that wrench. So I'm just gonna go in and start twisting counterclockwise. As you can see, it is on there pretty tightly. I'm just gonna keep going, make sure my contraption, or I guess in this case my Tupperware, is right underneath to catch any water. And you can see the water starting to come out there, like that. So we're just gonna keep twisting and see what's in our filter. Hopefully we can determine there's a blockage right there, and it might be the reason why we're experiencing that error. So let's pull this out. So you can see there's a ton of gunk in there. We are just going to take all that stuff. My hunch is this is why we are experiencing that error. We are just going to take all that gunk off of the filter, throw it in the garbage, and then reinsert the filter. All right, and here is our cleaned filter. Looks a ton better. We're just going to insert that back in and twist to the right instead of the left this time. We go like that, get it in, and then twist. And you're going to want to keep going as far as you can until what will happen is this piece right here will come all the way up, and there shouldn't be any space that you could see in this area. As you can see, no more space. This is on completely. Now we can remove the water catcher that we have, or like I said earlier, the Tupperware. Now just a quick statement before we get back to the directions to put everything back in place. This certainly doesn't guarantee our E1 F9 error is going to go away. There could be other causes of why that error pops up, one of which is the drain pump itself right here. But the easiest thing to check is the filter that we just checked. Obviously, it was filled with a bunch of gunk that was probably stopping or at least slowing down the water at various times. So we're going to leave it like this for now, check our washing machine, see if it works. If it doesn't, we'll come back and start to diagnose potential other issues that might be causing that error, which would start next with the pump right here. All right, now we're gonna work backwards to put everything back in place. So we're gonna grab the back of our washing machine, that metal frame, and then slide it back on the back using only this screw that you should have attached. Once you have that back on, hanging from the one screw right here, we are going to put all the screws that we removed from the perimeter of the washing machine back on. All right, now that you have all those perimeter screws back in, all the way around the back of your washing machine, we are going to put in that one screw down in the middle bottom of the back of the washing machine. And then we're going to take care of the screw that we just simply loosened at the top of the back of the washing machine and just tighten that as well. And then we're going to put in all four of our plastic pieces, and we just start from the, again, the opposite side. There's our arrow, the opposite side of the arrow. So bring it far to the opposite side, in this case to the right, and just slide and push back in. Like so. Once you have all four of those plastic pieces back in, it is time to push your washing machine back into place. Okay, so we have our washing machine back in place. We are going to plug it in. All right, and here is our first attempt at a full wash cycle. All right, we're off to a good start. We will be back to let you know what happened during this cycle or at the end of it. All right, so this cycle just ended perfectly fine, no errors, so we are going to assume, at least for now, things are okay. If there are any changes with this assumption, I'll be back with another video. Thanks for watching, everybody.